What is happening, fellow Cobras? Welcome back to Strike First Media and another live stream. Today, we're going to be ranking almost all the characters in Cobra Kai. I got 70 on this tier list, so it's going to be our biggest one yet. I always love doing these character rankings on the channel, the tier lists with you guys, so I can get your guys' insight on which characters you love, which characters you don't like. It's always a fun time, but it's been a long time coming. I wanted to do this stream months ago, but I had to reschedule some things. I had a lot of stuff going on the past few months, but I'm glad I was able to finally find time to do it tonight. I'm super happy. So let's see who we got in here. Call of the Cobra. Can't wait for this. Me too, man. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Way of the Cobra. Great book. Thank you for coming in. Robbie Keene. What is up, Mr. Keene? Lisa, how we doing? Darth Prodigy, what's up? Love the display picture. Bryce Productions, Cobra Kai World. Congrats on 15K strike. You're the man. Yes, today we hit a very monumental milestone on the channel. 15K. I cannot believe it. See, it was like less than a month ago we hit 10K. And it's just insane how much the channel has grown since just then. Not only since then, but even before then, we have just been killing it on the growth in general. And I am absolutely so blessed, so thankful. I hardly have words to just how far the channel has come. And I owe it all to you guys, because without you guys, I wouldn't be making these videos for anyone. No one would be watching. So shout out to all of you. Hawa, thank you for coming in. Matthew Brock. Charlie Cummings, thank you, thank you. Dara, how we doing? Hey, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're already at 15.1K. It's nuts. CVO, thanks for coming in, my man. Appreciate it. Nikolai, Cobra Kai never dies. Yes, sir. Yes, this tier list has 70 characters on it. I think it's mostly pretty much every character that's appeared in the show that has a name that's been mentioned by name, I believe. So it's a pretty epic one. I'm going to try and go through it, not as quick as I can, but keep it short and sweet for the most part. I won't go into a whole monologue in depth of why I put a character in a certain place, but yeah, it's going to be pretty epic. And if we have time, I want to try and do a little bit of a Q&A after. We'll probably go for the usual 1 hour runtime for these streams, but yeah, we'll definitely get all the characters ranked. Maybe do a little bit of Q&A afterwards. Tristan, thank you for coming in. We got as usual, we got a few OGs here. You always love to see it. Lisa, for one, it's not canceled. It's just the creators decided to finally end the show on their terms. I do agree. It is sad, but it's also a blessing at the same time. Cobra Kai Canada. Hey, what's up, my man? Thank you, Cobra Kai Canada. He does Cobra Kai interviews on his channel, and he's been doing a lot of very good vids on his channel. So go check out Cobra Kai Canada. He's got some great stuff brewing up. Appreciate you coming in here, my man. Daniel, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I just finished that crease theory. I wanted to get that out before I went live here. So, guys, after the live stream, brand new theory video on the channel that I just uploaded like no more than a half an hour ago. So it's a good one. It's a very good one. So definitely check that out afterwards, or check it out now if you want, and then come back and join us. Cobra Kai Zone. And speaking of YouTubers who are killing it, Cobra Kai Zone just hit 1K on the channel. Congratulations. Welcome to the club, brother. I'm so proud of you and all that you've accomplished within not just the past year, just your whole YouTube journey. It's been amazing to see how much you've grown, and you're juggling doing YouTube while you're still in school. You're in middle school or high school, I think, if I'm right. And that's just amazing to see, man. Congratulations. You're going to keep on growing. I can't wait to see what you accomplish in the future. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it, brother. I know. And Cobra Kai World's been killing it too. He's making some insane matchup edits. He's growing as well. You love to see your peers and your friends growing around you. It's great. We're all a community. We're all in this together, and you love to see all your friends around you succeed. It's so awesome to see. Guys, don't spam the chat if you can, or if you can, just don't spam the chat, or else myself and my mods are gonna time you out. Hey, it's all the same to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, the OG viewers on my channel, they always hold a special place, but all of you guys do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, all you guys have supported me at one way or another at some point on my journey, and I couldn't be more thankful. So, Karate Fire, thanks for coming out, joining us. Appreciate it. All right. Cobra Kai Stories, what is up? Thank you for coming in. All right. Let's get started on this ranking because it is a pretty epic one. Let's share the old screen. Yeah, this is a pretty intense tier list right here. All right. All right. All right. So this is what we got. I might get rid of the overlay thing. 1 second. Let's get rid of this thing. Just so you guys can see all the characters. Okay, I think that's good enough. So I think that's, yeah, this whole list right here is all of them. So we got 5 rows of characters, and then we got five kind of tiers. So we of course got the GOATs. Those are the best of the best in my opinion. We got great, solid, meh. Meh is kind of like, I'm not a fan of them, but I don't like hate them. And then we just got the poop emoji, just characters that I think are straight trash. I don't think there's going to be a lot of them, but there are a few. If you've been here long enough, you'll know who I'm talking about. But all right, let me check the chat one more time before we start, and yeah, we can get started. All right, cool. Let's get underway. All right, first we got Aisha. And now first, before I start, I just want to give a disclaimer. This is not a fighter tier ranking, like not like power. This is just characters who, when I watch the show, characters, how I feel about the characters, whether I like them, like whether if I were to see in some hypothetical world, if I were to see one of these characters in real life somehow, it would be how much I would like them or want to walk up to them and say hi and like hang out with them. So just based on my personal like of these characters, whether I like them or not. So just wanted to give it a little disclaimer because I know some people are going to be like, if I put, say I liked Tori over Terry Silver, people would be like, oh, Terry Silver is better than Tori because he would beat her. No, it's just whether I like the characters or not. All right. So we got Aisha Robinson. So she obviously was only in seasons 1, 2, and 3, and well, a little bit of 4, but she was had a very strong, or no, she wasn't in 3. She had a very strong role in 1 and 2, 1 especially, and then she kind of got faded out in the series a little bit, and then made a brief cameo in season 4, and then wasn't really seen or heard from again. So I think the character Aisha, I'm going to put her in solid because if you think about it, I loved her arc in season 1. She went from the shy, extremely bullied teen and got into karate and became a badass. And she was a complete science and book nerd. Like I think it was like AP physics prep course that she was in, and she became a badass. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a nerd, a loser, or a freak. All that matters is that you become badass, and that is what Aisha is the epitome of that. Anyone can be turned into a winner or a badass with Cobra Kai. Doesn't always teach you the right lessons, but it can turn you into a badass. That's pretty much what always happens. So I think Aisha is a solid character. I do kind of miss her in the show, but it kind of makes sense because I just don't know where she would fit in all of this. But I think solid is a good place because she's definitely not a great character, but she's definitely not any of these bottom 2. Allie Mills, in terms of overall scope, like in Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, I would put her in great, but I'm just going to rank this just based on her appearances in Cobra Kai. And I would say she's a solid too. I would say Allie's a solid, mostly because she was barely in the show, but what she did in the show served such a greater purpose. So if she was in the show longer and doing more stuff, then I think that would be enough to boost her up to great. But because she was only in what, 1 or 2 episodes. I think she was only in the finale. So that's kind of why I'm just resorting her to solid. But yeah, Allie played a great part in season 3, and so that's why I think it's solid. Next we got Abe. So Abe he's been in all the seasons, I believe. He was there in Johnny's Cobra Kai in seasons 1, and then I think he was part of the group that left with Chris and all those other non-named guys in Cobra Kai that left to join Miyagi-Do. But he's had one line in the whole entire show, and that was when the Eagle, Johnny, was training the Miyagi-Dos, and they were on the roof, and he was telling them to jump from rooftop to rooftop. And he's like, "What if we fall?" That's the only time he's ever talked in the show. So in terms of Abe, I'm gonna put him in meh, just because there's not much there to him. There's not much there to him at this point. Hold on, I'm gonna check the chat and see what Aisha is solid. Aisha is solid. Yeah, most of you guys are agreeing. That's good. Aisha is the first female student to join Cobra Kai. Solid. Yeah, definitely. Aisha's a badass. She became badass. Yeah, I agree, Tristan. Cool. A Call of the Cobra knows, same as the goat. All right. So next we got Anush. Now, Anush, I mean, I like Anush. He's one of the him and Louis are kind of a pair, like a package deal. They're like a big part of the comic relief in the show, especially in the earlier seasons. I think I always like to see Anush come back. I think he's been in almost every season. Yeah, he's been in every season, I think, Anush. So it's always nice to see him pop up. I mean, obviously some seasons his role is bigger than others. But he's not like a pivotal character. So I'm going to put him in obviously the bottom. He's probably going to be in the bottom part of solid just because he doesn't do a whole lot. But yeah, Anush, he's good. He's a solid character. I think the show could do without him. Like the show could carry on without him, but it's nice that he's here. Oh, and here we go. One of my favorite like side supporting characters is Armand Zarkarian. I'm putting him in the top, towards the top of solid, because he, like, other than like Johnny and maybe on someone else, he is the funniest character, I think, in the show, quite possibly. Like, me and my brother probably quote Armand the most between the two of us. We just quote him because he has the funniest quotes and one-liners. And I think he's only been in seasons 1 and 3. And whenever he comes on, he steals the show, and he is so freaking funny. So he's the top. I mean, some probably find him annoying, but he's the top of. He's going to be towards the top of my solid. Okay, Bert. Now Bert's a tough one. I mean, I like Bert. Obviously, doesn't get a whole lot. I'm gonna put him above Anush because he's kind of a similar situation. The show could carry on without him. He's not a necessary character, but he's funny for what he is. I like that he's in the show. I feel like he's like a miniature Johnny, like, in a sense, if that makes sense. Bert is funny. I think solid is good. I hope I don't put too many people in solid just as like a cop out, but I'm gonna try not to. Okay, so now we got Kreese's love interest, Betsy. She's appeared in a handful of episodes, not a ton, but she obviously she came back in season 5 briefly for when Kreese was seeing all different types of people when he was talking to the therapist. I thought that was really cool. But just in terms of the character, I'm gonna put her above Abe, but she's just meh to me. I mean, nothing crazy about her. She's just there. It's cool that we got a little bit more of backstory and understanding of Kreese, but she's just meh for me. Just meh. She's okay. I don't hate her, but she's just meh. Now we got Counselor Platt. Oh geez, she is the first dog poop character in my opinion. She is just nothing against, and none of these are against the actress or actors. It's just her character is so cringy and annoying throughout the show. The hugs not hits, the gender neutral hospital employee bullcrap that you're feeding the kids. The I think I said the hugs not hits. Did she trigger you in your safe space? She's just this woke counselor that I'm just not here for. I do not like her character at all. She is so freaking annoying every time she's on. I hope I could care less if I see her again. But next we got one of my favorite side and supporting-ish characters. And honestly, he's the first one that's going in great. He's probably going to be towards the bottom of great, but Bobby Brown is my favorite side character. I love everything about him. It's such a poetic thing that he's a pastor now. He's turned his life around from being like one of the bullies growing up, but Bobby Brown always had like a soft spot, even in the Karate Kid films, and I love how they were able to transform that into the man he is today. He hasn't appeared a ton. He obviously appeared briefly in seasons 2 and 3, but what they did with him, I love Bobby. He like back in the Karate Kid films, I think if he fought Daniel, he probably could have beat Dan. He probably could have won. But I love the Bobby Brown character in the series, and he better come back in season 6. I think he will. All right, we got Brooks up next. So Kyler's former right-hand man. This one's kind of tough. Obviously leaning towards Matt and the dog crap one, but I don't know. I might have to look to you guys for this one for Brooks. I think Counselor Blatt hates Sam too, which is weird because she loves Daniel. I think she has a crush on Daniel. Brooks married. Yeah, I'm having trouble picking for him because I don't know. Meh. Someone said meh. Brooks is poo. Okay, yeah. I'll put Brooks in poo because he is kind of a dickhead too. All right. Not much to say about Brooks. I mean, I hope we see him again. I just want to know that he's alive after his beating from Hawk. I think we just need to show a little bit of something. Obviously, I think his wounds have healed since that happened, given the point of the story that we're at now. But I would like to see him again, and maybe Hawk apologizes to him. I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, skinny dips and bong rips for Brooks. I kind of miss him though. So he was only in seasons 1 and 3, I think. But yeah, it would be nice for him to come back. Next, we got Carmen. Carmen is a great character. She's the mom that everyone aspires to be, I would say. Every woman aspires to be a future mom. She's just like Amanda's a great mom too, but Carmen is just a little more tender-hearted, I think, than Amanda. And just the way she's made Johnny such a better person and a better character, that's great in and of itself. And the way she is a mother to Miguel, it's yeah. I mean, I can't really say much more because Carmen's just a great character. Yeah, I would say Carmen's probably going to be low to mid great. Absolutely. Yeah, I think Hawk should apologize to Brooks. Yes, I agree. I think Carmen is the best mother. Absolutely. All right, next we got Chris. Chris, when it comes to before Mitch betrayed Miyagi Fang, I always liked Chris more than Mitch, but especially now that Mitch betrayed the dojo, I like Chris even more now. I would say I'm gonna put Chris right here. I'm gonna put Chris in towards the middle of solid, above Bert and Noosh, but and I'll probably, yeah, I think I'm gonna move Armand. I love you, I love Armand, but yeah, he's gonna go there for now. He's not the top of solid right now. I think Aisha easily surpasses Armand, but I'm gonna probably change this a lot more throughout this stream. But Chris, I just don't know what to do with him next. He's grown a lot. I love how he's grown in Miyagi-Do and was able to leave Cobra Kai in season 2 because he knew it was wrong. Because he saw what it was turning into, and he was right. So he was like the first one that woke up from Cobra Kai, which is crazy because I don't know, but I'm just glad that Chris. I like how far Chris has come in the show, and I'm just curious of what's in store for him for season 6. Obviously, he's not going to be a contender for winning the tournament, but outside of that, I'd really like to see what he's going to do. Tom Cole. Ooh, yeah, this is a tough one too. I would say Tom Cole is at the top of meh. Oops. I don't think he's not solid, but he's funny. He's just a snarky douchebag for the most part. But I wouldn't say he's a bad character, but I wouldn't say he's a solid character. He's just in between. He's a like a dog shit type of person, but just as a character and his purpose, I kind of like what they were doing with him because he was kind of the driving force of Daniel to go to Japan and then to Okinawa. So if it wasn't for Tom Cole, Chosen probably wouldn't have come back to the Valley. Daniel would have never reunited with Kumiko and Chosen. So that part alone is probably the only thing that's keeping Tom Cole out of the poop tier. So Cruz, he's probably going to go right there in terms of meh. I mean, it was good what they served in the stories from seasons 1, 2, and 3. But I mean, 2, they didn't really do a whole lot. 3, it was cool to see them in prison. I'm not really sure if we're going to see them again, to be quite honest. Yeah, him and his butt Trey are kind of another one of those package deal type situations. Wait, where even is he on this list? He should be on here. Oh, there he is. I'm just gonna put them two together, and I'm only gonna put Trey ahead of or Cruz ahead of Trey because I think he's a little funnier. Let me see. Yeah, Chris he's only gonna be low. I might even move him lower for solid. Hey, Shamoon, what's up? Thanks for coming in, brother. Tom Cole is straight trap. Oh, that's funny. Shamoon, I'd like to see what your ranking is in this. I mean, heck, if you want to jump in and help me with this, let me know. I'd be glad to have you come join me. I'll send you the link if you want. I'll actually send it to you right now. Give me 1 minute. Because I'd really like to see your input on this. 1 second, guys. All right. Let's look a little more at the chat. Yeah, that's my thing. Tom was pretty funny, and that kind of helps with how much of a douche he was. Yeah, Cruz was funny too. But yeah, he belongs in, man. All right, so we're moving on. We got Daryl, not Daryl Vidal, but Daryl, the All Valley announcer. I think he was great every time he comes on screen. I'm gonna put him probably towards the end of solid because he just wasn't in the show that much. I mean, he's only been in the show for 2 episodes, so that's why I'm kind of giving a benefit of the doubt to uh, Anush and all of these guys just for how much they've done in the show, whereas uh, he's barely been in it. I might even move Ali um, right there too, just to have it make more sense. Um, actually, yeah, Daryl, I think actually was in one other episode when they were doing the. Oh, actually, I think he was in 4 because he was in the All Valley board meeting, and then in that meeting when they were creating the 2 divisions. So he actually, I do stand corrected. He was in more than 2 episodes, but he doesn't do a whole lot. Actually, might even do that, but he's still solid nonetheless. Hey, Lightning. I said this before I ranked her. I'm only basing her character off of the Cobra Kai series, not the Karate Kid, because she was barely in the Cobra Kai series at all. So, and it was only in 1 episode, I believe. So that's why I'm putting her there. All right, we got varsity captain David, aka Jesse Cove. I'm putting him. I'm gonna put him in meh. I mean, we didn't see a whole lot of him. I mean, I guess there's not really much to say with him. Don't like him. Don't hate him. I guess. I love with David. I love how they made us think that was Kreese back in the 60s because that's Martin Cove's son. So it's funny that they made his son his John Kreese's bully. All right, next we got Dimitri. Dimitri, not quite goated. I'm gonna put him right behind Carmen. I do like Dimitri. Great character. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him above Carmen just from his transformation to being a shy, snarky, annoying nerd who got picked on so much to becoming a guy who knows karate and a little bit of a badass. He's had some of the best, along with Hawk, along with all the kids, some of the best character development. He's definitely going to be on the top of great, but I'm not going to put him up into the GOAT tier because the past few seasons he hasn't done a whole lot for me, and I don't think that's worthy of being a GOAT, but he is still a damn good character. Great character. Yeah, and he still can be a little annoying. I agree with you, John. All right. All right. And we got probably the worst character, and in my opinion, the most annoying character in this whole show. Homeless Lynn. She might be the most annoying character in the show for me. I don't know why. I just do not like her at all. At all. I cannot stand Homeless Lynn. It's not really much explanation, but she is just dog poo for me. I cannot stand her. I wish they did a little more with her, though, because she was just this homeless person, just popped up here and there. All right, next we got Devin. I think I'm gonna put Devin above Bobby. I think Devin's a great character. I really love what they did with her in season 5. They definitely expanded upon her and had her grow as a person. Because season 4, I was expecting way more. She didn't come until the later half of the season 4. So in terms of now that season 5 has come and gone, I really think she has grown to be one of the greatest characters. Yeah, I saw that Cobra Kai. Well, some people think that Homeless Lynn is Betsy. That's the funniest theory because I don't even think the character who plays her is that old. Yeah, that's one of those theories that just makes zero sense at all. All right. Doug Rickenberger. Similar situation to Abe, but I'm gonna put him above Abe just because he's more memorable than Abe for me. Rickenberger, he's a damn good martial artist, a great fighter, very athletic, but in terms of a character, he's just not it. I mean, he has only a handful of lines throughout season 3. I don't even think he talks in season 2, so he's just meh. I can't really think. I mean, I like him, but he's just not. I'm not gonna put him with. I just don't think he belongs in the company with these guys who have been so much more memorable. Now here we go. We got our first GOAT. We got Hawk. He probably won't be towards the top of the GOAT list, but he's in the GOAT list nonetheless. Hawk is one of my favorite characters. He's in my top 5, I think so. Well, he comes in and out of my top 5. My top 5 changes all the time, but I like Eli. He kind of reminds me of myself when I was a freshman in high school. Like when I was a freshman, I was kind of like the shy and timid Eli from season 1. And then once I got to my senior year, I had all this confidence and kind of became a badass. So it's pretty cool to see that play out on screen. I didn't get a mohawk or anything, although that would have been pretty cool. But yeah, Hawk is definitely a goated character. I wish they did more with him in season 5, but I think season 6 will hold something in store for him that's way more. Rickenberger's Punk number 70. Yeah, Hawk's goated. There's no doubt about it. He's one of the core what is it? Core 5 characters. All right, so we've got George, another part of the All Valley board. I wouldn't say he's Daryl's definitely the one that stands out the most. Him or Ron. So I'm gonna put George in just I just accidentally moved what's her face up there. Yeah, no. I'm gonna move George to I would say maybe like right here. Right in front of David. Yeah, I think that's good. Poor George got divorced 3 times. Oh yeah, I don't know if Sue's on this list. Oh yeah, she's right here. Yep, she'll be coming. I think she's pretty funny too. All right, we got Hector Salazar now. Miguel's father. I thought he was a solid character. I think he's solid. I'm probably gonna put him. I'll put him. I think that's a good spot for now. I thought he was solid. He came in and he did what he needed to do for Miguel's father. I thought Miguel's father was pretty great, and I'm also taking into account that we haven't seen the last of Miguel's father yet. I think he's coming back in season 6. Shimune was actually telling me that's what he thinks, and he kind of convinced me. I think Miguel's father is definitely coming back in season 6. It's just things ended so abruptly in Mexico. Like they had Miguel and all that happened at the fight arena, and then he takes him to his business, and then he just like tells him those stories, and then Miguel's like, "All right, I'm out," and then Johnny's right there, and they just hightail it out of there. I think Hector's definitely going to be returning. Absolutely. And Luis Roberto Guzman is such a great actor portraying that character, and he doesn't even speak English as his first language, and he came in here and killed that role. So yeah, he's definitely solid, and I think he has potential to. When I do my ranking after season 6, I think he could be a bottom of great eventually. All right. So now we have Jessica Andrews. All right. So I think she is going to go right next to Allie in terms of two. I guess you could call. I don't even call her a love interest, but just returning like legacy characters from the Karate Kid trilogy. Both of them were kind of like the voices of reason when some of the main characters needed guidance, and like Allie, she kind of put them back on the right path. Like, because Amanda, she didn't know what to do, and she was just there for her and kind of helped her through the situation, just like Allie did. So I think it was so cool to see Robin Lively back, reprising her role. I didn't think she was going to come back either, but she's definitely a solid. I'm looking at the chats, Max. I just have, because I don't have two screens. I'm only using one screen right now. I have to go back and forth with the tabs. So when I'm actually ranking it, I can't see the chat. I have to go back. So I'm trying to go back and look at them as much as I can. Hey, what's up, Fancast? Thanks for coming in, my man. Yeah, good point, John. She really did. All right, now we have Jimmy. So this might cause some controversy. Jimmy is obviously the least memorable of the OG Cobras. I barely even remembered him from the Karate Kid, the OG Karate Kid. And he doesn't have hardly anything in Cobra Kai. So I'm putting him just at the top of meh, just because, I don't know. I just don't, I'm really like right in the middle. Like, I really don't have an opinion on him. He's just, I mean, I guess I like him more than I don't like him, but I just don't really have that much of an opinion on him. It's cool to see him again, but I didn't remember him really from the Karate Kid in the first place. Yeah, Jimmy's a mute. I mean, he barely talks. Yeah, definitely. I think it went like back in the 80s, especially. It was Johnny, Bobby, Tommy, Jimmy. I would say, like, in season 2, I think Jimmy was probably better than Tommy because Tommy was sick. But yeah, Jimmy didn't even have any lines in the Karate Kid. All right, we got, I forget her name, but she was the chick in episode 1 that Johnny hung the TV on the wrong wall. Pretty, dumb character. She's in the dog crowd characters. I guess you can throw Tori's aunt in there as well. She's a dick too. They're essentially the same character, kind of. She's just Tori's aunt is just trashier, whereas she's rich. She's a rich snob, and she's just like a poor freaking leech. So you never told me what wall to put it on. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement there. All right. Now we have Kenny Payne. This is a kind of a controversial one. And I don't know where to place him. He's going in solid or great. I think I'm going to put him in great, but above Bobby Brown. So I think I like Devin more than Kenny, but Kenny's just a classic case of Cobra Kai corrupting his mind and warping his personality and his perception on everything because of his hatred. If you take that away, he's one of the nicest and friendliest characters and kids in the show. But he's just fallen victim to Cobra Kai just like pretty much everyone else. So I don't think you can hold that against him. But yeah, Kenny's definitely a great character. Let's see what you guys think about that. Kenny feels like Diet Hawk, but less interesting. You're not wrong. I guess that's why Kenny's great and Hawk's and goated. All right, now we got Sensei Kim. This is going to be interesting. I'm not talking to creators, Max. They're not going to listen to me. You ask me every time, bro. Chill out. How does a kid who's been in Cobra Kai? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Fancast. Like for literally a few months, and he's already a beast. Yeah, season 5, Kenny was dog shit for me too. Now, what about Sensei Kim? I'm having trouble with placing Sensei Kim. I think I'm gonna put Sensei Kim in towards the top of great or solid. I think that's fair. Come on, there you go. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Sensei Kim? I think that's a solid. A lot of people saying she's meh. Yeah, I guess I can kind of. As a character, I think she was good for what she was intended for, though. Yeah, high solid. That's what I'm gonna leave right. There we go, John Kreese. John Kreese. For me, John Kreese, I think, is at the top of great. Not one of the GOATs. We're not factoring in any legacy from the Karate Kids. But John Kreese, he's a great character. For me, I think that's perfect. I'm not the biggest John Kreese fan. So I think towards the top of great is pretty good. Ooh, people saying John Kreese is goated. Oh no, I don't think he's goated. I'm sorry. I can't put John Kreese in goated. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. He might move. We'll see how the rest of the list plays out. Just because I placed them somewhere doesn't mean they're gonna stay there. We'll see. We're gonna see. Oh geez, I'm getting called out. So many people saying Kreese is goated. All right, we got Kumiko now. I think I'm gonna put her above Allie. Or no, right there. So now we got the 3 Karate Kid, quote unquote, love interests. They all came back and did amazing things with them. I love what they did. So both of these characters came back in the same season, which was insane. But I think Kumiko, I think that's a good spot. Low end, solid, potential to move. Like I'm thinking now, maybe move Noosh right there. Armand definitely down there. Yeah, we'll get to moving them around more later. Yeah, I agree, Tristan. I like her the most from the movies. All right, now Kyler. I don't think he's a bad character. He's a bad guy, but I think Kyler is. I think he's a solid character. Not a solid person, but I think his character is pretty solid. I think I want to make that clear. Kyler is a solid character. He's a trash person, Lisa. I agree, but he's not a trash character. I think as a character, he was good. He's a good for what he is. All right. Now we got Johnny Lawrence's mother. I I think she belongs right here. Just meh. Not really a huge opinion. Don't hate her. Don't necessarily like her either. She's not. She seems like a good mother, but yeah. Watched Kyler win the tournament. Yeah, like Kyler keeps the energy up going in the show too, which is cool. Not that none of the other characters do, but he just has that constant, consistent energy. All right, now we have I think her name's Leah. Yeah, I think it's Leah. Yeah, I would say she's a meh character too. No real opinion. I put her right there. I mean, we only saw her in season 4 and we didn't really learn anything about her. It was just something she was just put in there for another thing for Anthony and Kenny to beef about. So yeah, and I guess we got Louis LaRusso. He's gonna go. I'm gonna put him above Armand. I think Louis is freaking funny. So I like him more than Anush, definitely, out of the pair. Oh, look who's here. What's up, brother?
What's up? I'm looking at this list.
Yeah. What you think?
And I think it's a trash list. Terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely terrible. Nah, it's actually a solid list. I respect that. It got a lot of nuance. I'll say that.
Wait, were you there when I put her in the shit?
I mean, fair play to Susan, but the character isn't needed, especially now. As soon as they move Dojo, her character's already done. Like, I can't see more of her character because where are they gonna fit her? She can't just be a homeless by the Sakai Takai. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless she takes over the old dojo and does like yoga classes. I don't know. Or she's no longer homeless. Maybe that would be a good idea.
It's a good point.
I'm not sure. Like I'm looking at this list and I do
definitely
agree
gonna be moving
with
some around, I think, but
Rickenberger in Meh. Okay, I have to. I disagree with you on that.
This is just based on like my likability for the characters.
Okay, so you're basing them on how much you like them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were just going overall if they're a good character or not.
Yeah. All right. Next we got Lucille. I think she's solid. She's good for the small scenes that she was in. I liked when Amanda and Daniel were like having their fight in season 2, and she was kind of there consoling him.
Yeah, I think they underused her. I'd say solid for her because I liked her in the Karate Kid as well. But this is your list, not mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably put her right. I might put her right below Jessica Andrews for now.
Yeah,
I think it's a good spot for now. And then we got the one and only Sean Kanan, aka Mike Barnes, who
he's
you
trash.
already know. He's going in the GOAT.
Yeah, we know why you're putting him in the GOAT. I know why.
Mike Barnes. I'm gonna put him.
I think Mike Barnes is either in solid or great, but in honesty, he might be a little bit overrated in some ways.
Yeah,
he's a good character though. He's a good character. I just think, overall, I like what they did with him in Cobra Kai. That I think people got to stop getting mad over that. Like they had to only use him for 2 episodes, cause why would you have him for so much more of the season? Like it doesn't work.
Yeah, it would just be forced at that point.
Too much fan service there.
Yeah, I think low end of the great. I might even move him down to top of the solid at some point. But okay, next.
Oh, I don't know why it is, but I'd put Anush in Meh. I just find him annoying.
Yeah.
I love Louis though. Yeah, Louis funny though. Armand is Armand would being great if they just had him in more seasons. That's why I'd put him.
Yeah. Oh man, I still can't get out of my mind freaking Borat.
How do you think I feel? Because here's the thing: I hadn't watched Borat in such a long time since when I was watching Cobra Kai. When I saw him, I did remember him from Borat, but that scene did not come to my mind. But because
Oh,
you rewatched it more recently with me and RJ, now it's like in your mind.
everybody does it.
Yeah, so that line he says, I think that might have been like a reference to Borat.
Oh, really?
When he says about the you scratch my balls, that thing. Like, I think that might have been a low key reference. I think the creators are smart. They wrote that. They are freaking smart.
All right, now we got Penis
Oh,
Breath.
Mr. Breath.
Mr. Breath. No one goes. He's going higher. I like him more than freaking
The thing
Trash
is,
Pig.
he's so. I like Aiden, of course. The actor's awesome.
Yeah,
The character is a joke, but it does make me laugh. Him and Chris do make me laugh.
yeah,
So if there's like a category in between Solid and Mare, I'd put him even there, but Mare probably is. I'd say I'd like him more than Tom Cole. Tom Cole is just full on twat, annoying, but
yeah.
Mitch is actually kind of funny, even though he's so shit cry.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
The hate for Mitch is strong. Damn, you guys got to chill.
Wait. Oh, people who Slayton Mitch.
Yeah, they're like, fuck this guy.
And then we got Keppel Oates.
Oh,
Next.
she's goat. Put her in goat. Love that girl.
Um,
No, I'm joking. I say put
put
her
her
in
in.
solid.
I'm putting her right above
Because
Aisha. For
great,
solid.
I think with great, like you've got to put characters that actually developed,
Yeah.
or they've been more integral to the story. I love how you moved. Like, because the thing is, like Bobby, it is a preference thing, but like I think Bobby is a great character. It's just that they didn't do a lot with him, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where I'd put Moon, but Moon is a good character, yeah. And I'm not saying this because I like Hannah Keppel. I'm just saying this because it's true.
Yeah. All right, now we got Nate. I was talking earlier because like there's so many like characters who are like package deals, like they come together like with one other person.
Yeah.
And I was saying how like I feel like a lot of times one stands out more than the other. Sometimes a lot, sometimes not so much. Like with Louis and Noosh, I think it's pretty obvious that a lot of people like Louis more than Anoush. A lot of people like. It's pretty obvious that people like Chris more than Mitch, and people like Bert over Nate. I would say, yeah, he's somewhere in meh, just because he's just not memorable. Whereas like Bert's memorable, Nate just doesn't really. He's just gonna go in there. I just don't really care for him.
Yeah, I think Nate. I like Nate and I like Bert, but I think Nate is a bit more irritating at times. But then I don't mind. I don't mind them. I mean, don't have an issue with Nate. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, like the Matt tier is kind of just like I don't really have too much of an opinion. I don't like them. I don't dislike them. Just kind of like I don't know where to place them.
Yeah, I get you. It's like for now, especially. I'm just surprised Rickenberg is there because I thought he's a good character. And I think they just because he wasn't in season 4 and 5, that was a shame. But yeah.
And
Nestor.
I forget this guy's name. Oh, it's Nestor. It's Nestor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The guy that plays him is really cool as well. This is your list, but I think Mayor again because I feel Mayor. It's not that he's a bad character; it's just not a necessary important character. So I think that's why he goes in there. Funny.
I saved a lot of the juicy ones for last. This one's freaking stupid for the freaking Xander Stone's mother. You're the bottom of that. No.
I like her support. That's why I'd give her that sort of love. I know my mum would be like my biggest fan if she saw me in the tournament, but
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think she would draw the line as well.
Oh, now this is an interesting one. Piper. Interesting one. Piper. I think she would be
Trash. Hate her. No, I'm playing.
I might put her at the top of meh, to be honest. She's not a solid character. She's hardly served a purpose.
Piper was just quite annoying.
Yeah.
She's talking smack to Sam. It's like, hey, Sam's been more relevant than you've ever been in the story.
Exactly. Now, young Terry Silver. Oh, that's a good one.
That's not young Terry Silver, mofo. That's Ponytail.
Oh, Ponytail, yeah.
You should know this, Mr. Cody boy.
I know. I just saw it because he looks.
Has the 15K subs got to your head?
No, he looks so much like Terry Silver, so I'm just like.
I think everybody thought he was Terry Silver when they first introduced him.
Oh yeah, it's just like the flashback with freaking Jesse. Everybody thought he was Kreese.
They were smart with that. That's why with the craze you gotta not expect the unexpected because
Tyler thinks Piper was hot.
You got a weird taste in women, buddy. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. She is. Stella's good looking, yeah. She is.
I can't do the.
I think we all agreed when she had her hair up in the tournament that didn't suit her, but she's a good-looking girl. Other than that,
and she's got armpit hairs, and I can't get jiggy with that.
I wasn't gonna mention that. I think you just ruined Tyler. Now he's like, okay, hell no. Nah. Yeah, he was a good character. The actor who played him did him really well.
Yeah, he did.
I think it is crazy because that scene, just remembering how good the flashback was though when we saw the moment when Captain Turner says Silver, like, and then you realize, oh, the other guy's Silver.
Oh yeah, when he says shut your damn mouth, Silver.
It does make sense as to why Silver's so the opposite of what he was, because he didn't want to be like that. So that's the difference with all the No Mercy stuff. Kreese like manifested it differently to Silver. And I like the way they showed that, like how the characters changed. Ron's good. Tyler said weird taste. I see you, son.
I would say Ron is like right. I definitely think Daryl's better. I'm gonna actually move Daryl
because he's the announcer. Yeah, Ron's funny as well, but he's kind of the messenger. Like he was in season 4. Okay, you got her put Yaya in GOAT. Rose Bianco, you have to put her in GOAT. No one can argue this. Okay, she started Cobra Kai. If it wasn't for her diarrhea, then we wouldn't have had this. If she didn't ask for Pepto, literally none of this would have happened. Hey, why are you putting her to solid?
She's solid. She don't do much.
Nah, put her in great. Come on. Have you ever heard a bad line from Yaya?
I don't know. Half the time I can't understand her.
But they have subtitles, buddy. Guys, Strike First Media's racist, see? Caught in 4K. Yeah. I think we're going to have to do a whole stream debate on that, and we'll do that on my channel. Is Yaya the GOAT?
No, listen, Diora is the GOAT. You know exactly why.
I know exactly why. You've been doing too much research, sir. You better be careful, man. You better be careful. Cody wants to put her in GOAT, but he can't for monetization reasons, so he's gonna have to put her in solid just to disguise the fact. Lightning said, "Bro is against minorities. Cancel him."
Wait, what?
Yeah, but if he was, he's obviously joking. But if Cody really,
because I got Kenny Payne's in great.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah, I got that one black friend." No, I honestly, I'm shocked at the Yaya thing. I think that's where I draw the line with our friendship, buddy.
Oh yeah, yeah, it isn't solid.
Yeah, I think Yaya should be great, but Sean,
Mr. Payne.
watch it, Cody.
I w-
What?
nah, but I just wish we got more of him. You know?
I think I was low key disappointed we didn't see more of him in season 4, but he was working on Walking Dead, so I think that clashed with Cobra Kai stuff.
Right.
I think if he was, I do have a theory of what if he was in season 5, because there's definitely a story arc for there that could fit him in.
Yeah, Sean is low tall.
Yuna's really good. I mean, she's not a character that needed a lot, but she created so much. So I would put her in solid because
Yeah.
they brought back the actress, and she was a little girl in the Karate Kill. What was she supposed to do?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
that whole scene with her and Daniel, that felt like it did feel like the same girl.
Yeah, and she does kind of look like her. I think. Like
Yeah,
she.
it's just amazing how they brought her back, and
Yeah.
I love the writing there. So amazing.
All right. R.I.P. Ed Asner, but your character was a dick, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I agree. Rest in peace to Ed, but
Yeah.
Sid was an asshole.
Mr. Ray, Stingray. I think Stingray's a great character. I'm gonna say that.
I think season 5 gave him a lot more nuance. So yeah, I definitely say he's
Because he's
up there.
He definitely matured. Like we always knew him as the childish man child. Then
Yeah.
he finally got out of his comfort zone and did the right thing instead of just hiding away. So yeah,
I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Then we got Sue.
I mean, Paul's also won awards now, so he's gonna his Comic-Con prize, his place in shows, he's gonna get Cobra Kai has now got an Academy Award winner, you could say. So
Yeah, that's nice.
I think you never know. Season 6, they could give him a bigger role because of that. Not saying they're gonna force it, but
Yeah, fit him in the way. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Sue, she fine.
Yeah, she's alright.
She's good. I think it's just one of those characters. Again, it's hard to say much because she wasn't that involved. But yeah.
Captain Turner. He won an Academy Award. I don't know what movie it was for. Which movie was it for, Shimoon? Do you remember?
Paul.
Yeah. Paul.
He won an Emmy, I think, and then a Critics' Choice Award, I believe, for the Apple TV show, Blackbird. The one with the guy from Kingsman. I forgot his name.
Okay, for Yasmin, I'm putting her in meh because
I'm gonna put her in meh as well because I
she
liked her development, and then season 5 they really made her a bit of a bitch again, and that was the part I wasn't a fan of.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Like she could have been the one to help Sam, but she made them break up in a sense. Sam
she
wasn't
made her
wrong.
second guess herself.
But yeah, like Yasmin could have said it worked between me and Dimitri, so there's hope for you guys, even though you guys are like you got your differences. But I know Yasmin could have understood Miguel more with his decisions based on the Mexico stuff. Like she didn't even take that into account. Like does she even have like does she actually have like empathy and stuff? Because I feel like that whole Aisha needs to do Wedgie 2.0 for her to be humbled.
That's true. All right, we're winding down on the list, guys.
We're getting to the best ones as well.
Yeah, except for this freaking shithead right here. He sucks. Freaking this kid.
Oh, you love this guy.
Oh, and then we
Guys,
got
if you
freaking
didn't know,
Lapusso.
Cody's favorite character is Anthony.
Not playing. Anthony, he's growing on me a little more. I used to hate him with a passion.
It's because you got bullied by an Anthony, right?
No, I just don't like. I didn't like the kid in the first season. I would say he's a low solid for me. I think that's good coming from me. No, that's good. He's a low solid. He's getting there. Freaking Lapusso.
He's aight. He's aight.
All right, Mr. Terrence Silver. He's going in the GOAT tier. Tori. All right. I'm gonna skip her for now. Mr. Keen. He's going above Terry. Amanda,
fine as fuck.
She's going right below Crease.
Wait, Robbie definitely GOAT, Terry GOAT, yeah. Amanda is great. She could be GOAT as well, though. She's such the voice of reason of the show. Daniel's got to be GOAT, no debate. Karate Kid, yeah, Chosen's a GOAT. Fucking, no, hold on now. You better slow down now. No, hold on a sec. Hold up. The agenda is real. Now, Miguel and Robbie, easily GOAT. Sam, I think Sam should be in meh.
Oh, shut up.
I'm playing. Nah, don't get me started now. Okay, that list is fair, but I think Tori should be in GOAT as well. If you're going to put Hawk, Tori should be there.
That's a good point.
I mean, Tori's season 5 is arguably better than Sam's season 4 and season 2 and season 1.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But Sam and her are definitely in that same category, GOAT. If this was before season 4, I think Tori would have probably just about been in. I'd put her in great, maybe even just about in GOAT.
Yeah,
I think those characters are too good, too developed. You have to give them their respect, and
yeah,
if you don't like them for some reason, you have an agenda.
You have an agenda.
I mean, you could argue, Kyler should be the GOAT. He's hilarious.
A lot of people didn't like that I put him in solid.
I think his humor enough is solid. If you were going overall, maybe meh.
Yeah.
Kyler
in
is
terms of
guy.
my likability for him, I kind of like him because he's funny. All right, but I think that's it. I think this is the list I'm gonna go with. I think this is pretty solid.
Good boy.
All right, I switched one person around, Shimoon.
Who did you switch?
You got to figure it out.
Well, who did you switch?
Gotta find it.
Even though I ain't got all day for that, just tell me.
I put Sam at the top.
Oh, I thought you meant like you moved someone completely like on another category.
Oh.
Nah, Sam should be right at the end of GOAT.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's my list. If you like it, great. If you don't, it's okay. But all right.
I was gonna just dip. Nah, I'm playing.
What the hell happened? The fuck? 1 second. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Tristan, Call of the Cobra fan cast, Lightning, the All Valley, King Cobra.
Thanks for joining, guys.
D, appreciate it. And Shamoon, thank you so much for joining, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you all for 15K subscribers. I appreciate all of you.
I don't know 15K, bro. That's very impressive.
Appreciate it. And yeah, Shamoon's on the way to 100K. So he's going to be getting those before season 6. So go follow Cobra Kai Nation if you haven't already, but you probably are. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. No mercy. Yeah.
Subscribe now, motherfucker.